So yes, at the end of the day, I don't like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got myself into this situation. Or not, because getting nuked for my opinions is a very common occurrence. Well, let me take you back to when I was born. Okay, too far back. Let me take you back to when I decided to talk about a popular anime on the internet. Welcome back to Rants, and when I was a kid, couches weren't this comfortable. Since I've been dead, an anime has blown up in popularity and taken over literally everything. I'm of course talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's hard to go anywhere on the internet without somebody making some kind of mention to this franchise. Is that a JoJo reference? Like that. So, it's got videos. Well, is it a JoJo reference? No, it's not. Oh. The show has had videos, memes, and all kinds of other crap made about it. It's like the anime My Little Pony. It's everywhere. Well, if something is this popular, that must mean it's super good and that it appeals to everybody. So I told myself, I would be foolish not to give it a chance and get wrapped up in the hype. Here's a dramatic reenactment of my first time watching this show. So, as you can tell by the reaction of the paid professional in that clip, I didn't like this show very much. What turned me off from it? Is it badly animated? Nope. Is the plot too confusing? Nope. My reason is pretty weird, but dang it, I'm gonna stand by it because I have my standards. And my reason is... lips. Yeah, you heard me. I can't stand the lips in this anime. Just no. It's because of these dang lips that I couldn't pay attention to the story nor the characters. Though, based on what I read, it has something to do with British people and vampires. The plot didn't sound interesting to me either, but hey, I gave it a chance. And what do I see? Lips! No man should have lips like that. No man! Apparently, I'm gonna have to be Negative Nick for this rant. Whatever happened to that guy anyway? If you think I'm exaggerating on how much these little minuscule things bother me, let me paint a scenario for you. If you're going to a theater to watch Othello, written by William Shakespeare, that famous British playwright, is that a JoJo reference? No, it's not a JoJo reference. Oh. Anyway, in this production of Othello, all the actors come out before the show starts and take a crap on stage. Now, they don't clean the crap up, it just sits there for 3 hours while they perform the show. So, what the hell are y'all supposed to do? Try to pay attention to the beautiful play that's going on? Or keep your eyes locked on the piles of crap that you know ain't supposed to be there, but there they are, begging you not to look away and pay attention to them. That's what the lips in JoJo do to me. They're the piles of crap on stage while Othello is going on. And you know, it really sucks, because if this show is really popular, it makes you feel like you're being left out. I really want to see what all the hype is about. You'd think a show about buff dudes flexing and showing off their butts would be up my alley, but once again, it all comes down to these cockamamie gross butt lips! I know, it sounds like a pretty petty reason to not like something, but I can't help it. Whenever I try to watch an episode of this anime, let alone look at screen caps of it, all I can think of is... yeah! I just used a VeggieTales clip. That's how dry this show leaves me. I'm desperate here, folks. I'm stealing from VeggieTales. I didn't think it was possible to reach the uncanny valley when it came to drawn art, but this show made it possible. I'd be complaining about how glittery looking the eyes are if I weren't already distracted by the lips. However, there's only one way this anime can salvage itself from my wrath. Girls. Hot girls can save anything for me. Come on, Jojo, let's see some of your hot-looking... Oh, God! They have those lips, too! God, it's just gross, man! Look at this garbage! There's a reason why animation simplifies real life, because it's more appealing. We realize what we're watching is a cartoon, so trying to tell us it's anything but that is going to mess with our minds and give us some nightmare fuel. The more biological details you add to characters that are meant to be exaggerated caricatures, the more they look gross and unappealing. That's JoJo to me. Gross and unappealing. But apparently, I'm the outlier here because of the massive fan base this whole franchise has. And with part 5 of the anime coming out soon, it's showing no signs of slowing down. Well, I'll let you guys who love it enjoy your gross butt, lips, and brats-looking eyes for me. Yeah, I get that a lot of characters are named after American musicians. Cute. But that ain't enough to get me past those horrifying lips. Yeah, I get the closing titles use American music, but still, that's not enough to get me to ignore those disgusting lips. And yes, I get the show gets better as it goes along, and it's a pretty engaging story. But it's not enough to get me to not look at those overly detailed, too well-drawn, soul-snatching, life-ending, Mother Hubbard doggone sons of ditching fudge-packing laps! I guess what I'm trying to say here is,
God, these fucking lips!
I'd rather listen to every REO Speedwagon album than, is that a JoJo reference? No! It's not a dagnam JoJo reference! Would you shut up and quit saying that everywhere? Just because JoJo has it doesn't mean it didn't exist before JoJo! Read some dagnam books for once in your life, you uncultured Neanderthal! I know a lot of you are building nuclear missiles to launch at me for my opinions, but hear me out while you're doing that. I'm not going to say you're wrong for loving this show, nor am I saying I'm right for not liking it, even though I am, but that's besides the point. It's one of the most popular anime out there. There's thousands of fans of it. Me not getting it is not going to affect the show or your enjoyment of it. Does one guy not liking JoJo really make that big of a difference? I ask you. I do find it kinda weird the show's enjoyed by 4chaners who love overly macho material. It's a show about glittery-looking dudes with ripped muscles strutting around looking pretty and dressing up in flamboyant fashion that would make David Bowie say, okay, dial it back a little, mate. Nope, I don't see the appeal. I'm gonna go watch a real man show. Little Witch Academia. So yes, at the end of the day, I just don't like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.